Hey guys, this is gonna be my first entry to my diary slash personal journey that I'm going through right now. Um, so let me give you a little information about myself. My name is Jalita. I am 28 years old. I'm originally from Costa Rica, and I suffer from PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. If those who don't know what PCOS is, it's like a syndrome that is in females, which tends to like kind of mess up with their cycles. It causes them to have cysts on their ovaries, and it can also lead to infertility and actually having like problems with infertility. It also deals with having, it can lead up to diabetes. It can also, you have weight gain, you have hair growth, places that women shouldn't be having hair. And it's just like, it's something that doesn't really have a cure for it, but it's something that you can kind of deal with the symptoms. And I kind of suffered with this for a very long time. And so I'm going through this journey to kind of help with that and to give myself like a better future, because I do want to have kids. And I know this is something that I was told very young when I was first diagnosed with PCOS. I didn't really know what it was. I was having a lot of issues. I hadn't had my period for like over a year, but I still had really bad cramps. I was very, very frustrated. I had, extra hair growth. There was like a lot of things that were really like frustrating for me, especially if you're, 16, 17 years old. So it was something that I really struggled a lot. Like I ended up going to different doctors and they wouldn't tell me what it was. I went to my regular doctor at the beginning and they didn't tell me. It's like, oh, you just birth control, blah, blah, blah. And then I had to go to an endocrinologist, which they ended up like giving me different medications for it. And they say, oh, well, you're borderline diabetic. Well, they gave me metformin, which is the sugar medication. And then I ended up having to go to an infertility doctor. And the infertility doctor was the one who told me that I had PCOS. After that, I really just started going like through this journey trying to figure out what's going on. You have weight gain. It's really hard to lose weight, especially with women who have PCOS. And so it's very difficult. Like I always had those ups and downs, like you would lose 10 pounds, but then you would gain 15. And you would lose 20, but then you would gain 30. So it was very, very, very frustrating to go through that, especially for myself. I've always had, self-esteem issues ever since I was young. I got picked on a lot in school, and it caused me to not think, that I was like pretty or, like always doubt myself, really not loving myself at all. And that just really caused my inner struggle, I would say. But at the same time, like I always had very supportive family and everything like that, and people who always believed in me. So it was very helpful to have people around like that. So the journey that I'm talking about is that I am starting, I am going to have surgery. So I am going to have bariatric surgery, which is something that it took me a while to decide on it. It wasn't something that I was like, oh, well, I want to go through this process, blah, 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 I want to be skinny. No. Like, I've thought about doing this ever since I was in college. Because, like I said, I struggled with PCOS a lot, and I've always had issues. And when the first day that they told me that I did have PCOS, the doctor did say, well, it increases your chances of not being able to get pregnant, or you can be infertile. So it's really going to be really hard for you unless you lose the weight. So like losing the weight is a big like contributor, or it's really helpful, especially if you do want to have kids in the future, which I've always put myself in that mindset that if I can't, then I would always adopt. But as a woman, you still want to be able to have your own kid, So I went through this journey, first of all, because my mother, she went through it. So I was seeing her go through the steps and the motions. And after like when she was like almost done with her process, I decided to, do my own journey, which is, 6 months, of course. Depends on your insurance. But at the same time, it was something that it was very eye-opening. I really did do a lot of research on this. And I think it's going to be for the best, because I want to be able to be healthy. I want to be able to have kids in the future. And that was like my main priority, was to be able to have kids. And I think that's what I'm aiming for. I'm not aiming it for me because of physical appearance. Yeah, I'm still gonna look good, right? But I feel like it's mostly health wise. I don't want to end up, like getting diabetes, or like go through what my mom went through, which was, she had high blood pressure, she had congestive heart failure, she had diabetes, she had cholesterol, all these diseases that could be preventive. And especially me, with being young, I don't have any of those, which I'm fortunate. Like, the only thing I had was PCOS, which is basically just take your birth control on a daily basis. But besides that, like, I'm like the perfect age that I don't want to, 5-10 years from now end up having those problems. So I can go ahead and prevent it with having the surgery. And this is going to be like the start of like this little mini series, I would say, of kind of like my journey, what I'm going to go through. Like tomorrow, actually, I'm starting my liquid diet. And I already have like my vitamins and stuff that I had to get, which I will show you in a minute right now. I already got my lunchbox and everything for my liquid diet that I have to go on, because I want to be very prepared. And I'm actually really lucky, because I have my mom, and she is a very strong woman, and she's actually going to help me through this whole process. She's going to do the liquid diet with me, which is amazing, and kind of have like that moral support. Instead of doing it yourself is so much easier, and I'm really thankful for her. So yeah, I mean, this is just kind of me talking. I mean, it might be boring for everybody, and just don't judge me because of this appearance. Like, I know I don't have any makeup, I know my face looks mad greasy up in this light, but hey, this is me raw. Like, this is me, just me, okay? So I'm gonna show you a little bit of the vitamins and stuff like that, which I'm kind of holding. This with a selfie stick is not the best, okay? This phone is mad heavy. So we are starting off with our vitamins. I had to get me this little pill container here, so y'all can see. Got this like little pill container. I'm gonna flip y'all over. Hold on. Okay, so this is the pill container, which this is gonna be my best friend for the rest of my life. But it's worth it, honestly. It is really worth it. So here, you have to take your vitamins 4 times a day. So you do morning, noon, evening, and bedtime. And I'll show you what's in here. So the first one that we have is the calcium. So this one, it really depends on the type of surgery that you're having, or the ones that you're getting. I'm getting the duodenal switch. I don't know. Let's see. Let's flip this over. So I'm getting the duodenal switch. So which that one, it requires you to take a little bit more calcium, because you can tend to have like a little bit of like malabsorption, because it depends on, they're bypassing a lot more of your small intestine, which in my case it's not going to be as much as regular surgery, because they're doing a modified version on me. But the first one is going to be your calcium intake. So I'll show you again. This one, I'm going to be taking it 4 times a day. What am I talking about? Why is this in here? Is this 4 times a day? Yes, 4 times a day. Oh my gosh, I just had a squirrel moment. So yes, so 4 times a day. So in the morning, noon, evening, and bedtime. And the one I got is like the lemon flavor. These are really good. They taste kind of like Starburst, which is awesome. And then since I am going to be right out of surgery, I have to do the chewable. So all of this is like chewable except for like the vitamin D, I believe. So this is my multivitamin that I'm gonna take, which is called Addic, which has vitamin A, D, E, and K. Those are the main vitamins that you have to have, especially with having this type of surgery. So it tells you on here like all like the little facts. I don't know if it's not on focused. So it tells you here like all the facts and stuff of the vitamins, but the main ones, like I said, is vitamin A, D, E, and K, which it has other vitamins as well. But this is the berry ones, and it's a chewable, and I'll show you what it looks like. These are like humongous pills. Hold on a second. I would show you my thing, but you know, it was hard to put it in here. So we ain't about that life. We won't do that. So I will show you guys. These suckers are humongous. And I have to eat the whole thing. Look at that. You see that? This is my vitamin that I have to eat. Okay, so moving on. Let's see. So that is the multivitamin. Then after that, I also have to take vitamin D. So this one right here, this one, I'm taking it 3 times a day. So basically with meals. Next one is vitamin D. So vitamin D is just, it's a capsule. So I'm taking this just once a day. And I'm going to be taking it in the morning, which is not too bad. Next item is going to be the B12, which these are pretty good. Speedy melt. Take that also once a day. And then also one that I take once a day is going to be the iron supplement. And this one I'm taking it at bedtime. So yeah, so this is my organization. I am trying to be organized and have everything on here. It's already ready. So after I come home from the hospital, I will start my vitamins and stuff. I won't do it in the hospital because they'll give me plenty of fluid, so I don't have to stir it them in there. Yes, guys, like I am like really excited about this journey that I'm going through right now. It can be a little bit scary, but I know that God is always with me. And also I have my mother as well, which she is like a strong woman. So at least I have her, and I know she'll keep me in check. She'll make sure that I'm doing everything right. So I'm going to kind of keep you updated with everything, how I go, how I feel. If anybody is interested in doing something like this, like feel free to, you know, ask questions, and I can try to answer them to the best of my abilities, and I can share with you my issues and my progress. And if I don't feel good, I won't feel good, you know, like kind of keep you guys in check. And this is mostly kind of like a personal diary. So I can look back and say, oh, you know what, this is what happens. Like I came from this, like I started the process, and yes, you've been through something similar like this with whatever you've had, and if you wanted to start this process, then it's something, honestly, it's worth it. Like it changes your life, but for the better. So like High School Musical says, this is the start of something new. So yes, so I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.